All right, what is up, West Virginia fans, Big 12 fans, and any fans watching this because you just love college football, the transfer portal, and recruiting? Today, we are looking at William Reed from Princeton transferring over to West Virginia. We're going to watch some highlights on this guy, get an idea of what he brings to the table. We're going to look at the PFF grades, do a real deep dive, guys. It should be a lot of fun. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. That's going to help get the video out to more West Virginia and Big 12 fans. Also, as we go through it, just like all transfers at the end, I am going to give you a grade from 1 to 5 stars. A 1 star being a complete project, 3 star being a good starter, and a 5 star being an elite top of college football level starter. So you can land anywhere within that range. And I would appreciate it if you guys would comment down below after we watch everything and really dive in. Comment down below your thoughts. I would like to know. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We put out a ton of Big 12 content, ton of West Virginia content. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. And let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at Will Reed from Princeton. Okay, guys, and it might look a little grainy. These are highlights straight from the Twitter page. And again, he's playing at Princeton. So that'll give you an idea of the level of competition. Not terrible, but not, quite P4 competition, but definitely some decent talent he's going against. I'm excited to dive in, guys. Let's take a look here. As always, I'm going to be pointing out what I see that I like and what I see that I don't like. You'll see him at the right tackle position. He's number 66 for the Princeton Tigers. Orange helmets. Let's take a look. This kid, this is something you're going to see, guys. Ferocious, throws people into the ground, nasty run blocker. I mean, damn, dude. Big kid, and you could tell he likes to throw around his weight. Just bullies this guy at the line. Nasty highlight. Okay. Boom. I think it's the same guy right there, dude. This kid was just having a bad day up against all Will Reed. A little, what is this? It's a bit of a pull. Yeah, pulling tackle, and then just locks this guy up and drives him wherever the heck he wants to. Will Reed, dude, nasty. They said, all right, we're gonna switch him up. And Cornell, no one Cornell had at the edge position could keep up with all Will Reed. Look at this. Just physically dominates this kid. Now, one thing I like that you've seen on a few of the other highlights, but I think this one really emphasizes it, is look at this point of contact. Look when he makes contact, just lights him up. Just you can tell he likes to explode and just make them pay for trying to go toe to toe with him. Again, hits the guy, really good point of contact. Boom. You could tell these guys, like, he hits hard and they could feel it. And right here, a little double team block, but another, pancake style block. They drive him into the ground. Really nice play there. Uh, One little critique here probably is you'd like to see him get up and get to the next guy and make another block, but a little nitpicky. That one, again, get to the next guy, make another block. Oh, I love that. A little just chilling, zone pass blocking, and just throws the guy into the dirt, right? He could have just chilled there, let the other guy pick up the block, but he likes to get his hands dirty and boom, dude. this guy hits hard. And this is just a straight up true pass block set. Gets his hands dirty, drives the guy into the ground, right? Watch this one back one more time. Boom. Good footwork, too. Look at him. And meets the man. Good point of contact, too, right? Even though good footwork, but also good point of contact. You like to see that? And again, some pass block or run blocking snaps. We'll watch one more here. Oh, a little pass block snap. I mean, good work. I guess run block, actually. So that's the highlights to watch, guys. In a second, we're going to break down the PFF grades. And at the end, I'll give you guys my final thoughts. But that's the Will Reed highlights. A lot of good there. A lot of fun to watch those. Okay, guys, and we are taking a look at Will Reed now, Princeton Tiger. We watched the highlights, got to see how he looks on tape, and now we're going to see what he looks like when we do a deep dive on the grades and the stats. So you can see here, I think it definitely stands out that there's some very good grades on here and some very bad grades. I mean, a 49, a 42.5, 43.5, very low grades. Those are, quite rough. But then we also have an 80.1, a 78.8, a 73.9, right? So I'd say that, right out the gate, you're seeing a little bit of inconsistency. And then something to point out this past year is he did allow 28 pressures on 365 pass blocking snaps. That'd be about a 7.6% pressure rate. Not terrible, right? Not the worst thing in the world, but a little high, especially when you consider the fact that he was playing in the Ivy Leagues, where you'd expect him, if he's going to come play power forward, you'd expect him to have some better numbers than that, right? The good thing, above average run block grade, so that's impressive there. And I really liked what the tape showed with the point of contact explosion, but you can see a below average pass grade here. That's not what you want to see, especially coming from a lower level of college football. I call it like I see it, right? I think the film had a lot of good. I think as a run blocker, he'll translate well. I'm not going to give you guys all my final thoughts right now. Stick around in a second here. I'll give you my final thoughts. But basically, what we're looking at here is a guy that has a pretty high pressure rate. You'd expect that to probably go up a little going from Ivy League to the Big 12. So could struggle as a pass blocker, but on tape showed good run blocking, really good tools for run blocking, and graded out well as a run blocker. So let's go ahead and do our final thoughts next. Okay, guys, and here come my final thoughts. Like I mentioned, I'm going to grade Will Reed on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 star being a project that really needs a lot of work, and is going to take a while to figure it out. 2 star would be an average-ish starter, right? A 3 star would be a good starter. 4 star, great starter, one of the best in the conference. 5 star, elite starter, top of college football level player, right? That's how I look at this stuff. So let's talk about my grade. Before I give mine, though, comment down below. How do you grade them on that scale, 1 star to 5 star? I want to hear your thoughts. Also, like the video if you made it this far. It means a lot to me. Helps get the video out to more fans and lets me know you appreciate the content. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we put out a ton of West Virginia and Big 12 content. If that's what you're into, make sure you stick around. And let's go ahead and dive in and let's talk about my final thoughts. So, Will Reed, clearly a talented run blocker. I'd actually say what we saw in film, again, that wasn't play in, play out. I'll lean a little to the run blocking grades for PFF, but I do think I actually saw better than what was graded. I was pretty impressed. He was meeting guys at the point of contact, hitting them hard, and looked like a talented run blocker. And it won't be crazy tough for him to gain some size on a P4 meal plan. I mean, that's going to happen, right? The other thing, I think he could do a little better run blocking where, stay on your feet. Don't just fall over. Finish guys, but then, go to the next level. You don't have to go to the ground. I'd like to see that. And then pass blocking, clearly he allowed too many pressures. That's going to be a concern. The good thing is he plays right tackle. So because he's playing right tackle, you're going to have to pass block and he's going to have to do a good job there. But a lot of the time you're looking for your right tackle to be a more run blocking type of guy. And, Rich Rod seems to run a run heavy offense. This seems like the type of guy he would love. So my final thoughts, guys, my final grade for Will Reed is going to be a 2 star. And the reason for that is an average-ish starter. I expect him to come in, be a starter. And I think he'll be an above average run blocker, even at the P4 level, or at least a solid run blocker at the P4 level. I just worry that he could really hit some bumps in the road if his pass blocking doesn't translate well, right? That's not where you'd like the pass blocking to be. That's a lot of pressures. I think we saw some decent tape there. But again, that's a high pressure rate. That was a lot of pressures against Ivy League competition. Guys, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. I'm out of here. Go Big 12.